Your legs are getting weaker every day, and you don't even realize it. At first, it's subtle. Walking up the stairs feels just a little harder. Standing for long periods makes your legs feel tired. You start holding onto furniture when getting up. And then one day, you trip over nothing. Your balance isn't the same. Your legs don't respond like they used to. Is this just aging? No. The scary truth is that after the age of 50, you lose 1 to 2% of your leg muscle mass every year if you don't actively work to maintain it. But that's not the worst part. Weak legs don't just mean a little extra fatigue. They mean a 3x higher risk of falling, one of the leading causes of injury, hospitalization, and loss of independence in seniors. Think about it. How many people do you know who were completely fine until they fell? But here's the real problem. It's not just aging. You're making daily mistakes that are secretly destroying your leg strength faster than they should. And today, I'll show you exactly what they are and how to fix them before it's too late. Let's get started. Bad habit number 1, wearing the wrong shoes. Mary had always been active. She loved walking in the park, running errands, and spending time with her grandkids. But as she got older, something changed. Her knees started to ache, at first, just a little stiffness in the morning. Then, a dull pain after walking too long. Eventually, she found herself avoiding stairs, holding onto railings, afraid that one wrong step might make her lose balance. She thought, well, I guess this is just part of getting older. Until one day, a friend asked her, Mary, how old are those shoes you're wearing? That's when she realized her shoes were over 5 years old. The soles were worn out, the support was gone, and every step was putting unnecessary strain on her knees and ankles. Mary switched to a pair of supportive, cushioned shoes, and within days, she noticed a difference. Less pain. Better balance. More confidence. The truth is, 80% of seniors wear shoes that no longer support their legs properly. And if you think your leg pain is just aging, it might be your shoes making things worse. Let's talk about why. Common mistake, wearing the wrong shoes. Here's a shocking fact, 80% of seniors wear shoes that no longer provide proper support. Think about it, when was the last time you actually checked your shoes? Are the soles worn out? Do your feet feel sore after walking? Do your knees or lower back ache, even when standing still? The problem is, most people don't realize that shoes change over time, and so do your feet. Wearing the wrong shoes can throw off your balance, making you more likely to trip or fall. Put extra stress on your joints, leading to knee, hip, and back pain. Reduce circulation in your feet, causing numbness and discomfort. There are 3 main mistakes when it comes to footwear. Shoes that are too hard, they don't absorb shock, which means every step sends pressure straight to your joints. Shoes that are too soft, they might feel comfortable at first, but they don't provide enough stability, making you more likely to lose balance. Shoes that are too old, over time, shoes lose their shape, their cushioning flattens, and they stop giving your feet the support they need. So what's the solution? Let's talk about how to fix this simple mistake. How to fix this problem. If your shoes aren't supporting you properly, every step you take is slowly wearing down your leg strength. But the good news is, you can fix it today. Here's what to do. Heavy check mark, choose shoes with good cushioning. Look for a soft insole that absorbs impact and reduces stress on your knees and joints. Heavy check mark, get proper arch support. Flat shoes with no structure can lead to pain and instability. Find shoes that keep your feet aligned. Heavy check mark, non-slip soles are a must. A good grip prevents slips and falls, especially on smooth or wet surfaces. Heavy check mark, replace your shoes every 6 to 12 months. Even if they look fine, the cushioning inside wears out, making them less effective at supporting your legs. Most people don't realize how much of a difference proper footwear can make until they try it. Your legs, knees, and back will thank you. But bad shoes aren't the only problem. What if I told you something inside your own home is secretly weakening your legs too? Let's talk about it next. Bad habit number 2, walking barefoot too often. Why walking barefoot can be dangerous. Many people love the feeling of walking barefoot, especially at home. It feels natural, right? But as you age, walking barefoot can actually harm your legs and increase your risk of falling. Here's why. Heavy checkmark extra stress on your feet and joints. Hard floors like tile, wood, and concrete don't absorb impact, meaning every step sends shock up through your feet, ankles, and knees. Over time, this can lead to pain, stiffness, and even joint damage. Heavy checkmark loss of stability. As you age, your feet lose natural padding and sensitivity. Walking barefoot reduces traction, making it easier to slip, trip, or misstep, even on smooth floors. Heavy checkmark increased risk of injury. Small objects, uneven surfaces, or even a misplaced rug can become a tripping hazard. And for seniors, even a minor fall can lead to serious consequences. Many people think, I've been walking barefoot my whole life, so why stop now? The truth is, your feet change as you age. You need better support, protection, and stability to keep your legs strong and prevent falls. So what's the solution? Let's talk about how to fix this simple but dangerous habit. How to fix this problem. If you've been walking barefoot for years, it's time to make a small but powerful change to protect your legs. Here's what to do. Heavy checkmark wear cushioned indoor slippers. Choose ones with soft padding to absorb impact and arch support to reduce strain on your feet and knees. Heavy checkmark use non-slip soles. Make sure your slippers have rubber grips on the bottom to prevent slipping on tile or wood floors. Heavy checkmark avoid walking barefoot on hard surfaces. Floors like tile, concrete, and would put unnecessary pressure on your joints, leading to long-term pain and weakness. Heavy checkmark check your slippers regularly. Worn-out slippers lose grip and support, making them just as risky as going barefoot. This simple change reduces joint stress, improves balance, and prevents unnecessary falls. But here's something even more important. Pain in your legs might be a warning sign of something serious, and ignoring it is one of the worst mistakes you can make. Let's talk about it next. But what if I told you pain isn't just about footwear? You could be ignoring a major warning sign. Bad habit number 3, ignoring leg pain. Shocking fact, most seniors ignore leg pain until it's too late. Leg pain is not just a normal part of aging. It's a warning sign, and ignoring it can lead to serious consequences. Here's the shocking truth. 60% of seniors ignore leg pain until it becomes a serious issue. That discomfort you feel after walking? It could be early signs of arthritis. Those nighttime leg cramps? They could mean dehydration or poor circulation. Numbness or tingling in your feet? It might indicate nerve damage or diabetes. Most people shrug off the pain, thinking it's just part of getting older. But by the time they take it seriously, the damage is already done. Muscle loss, joint deterioration, or even mobility issues could be setting in. So, how do you know if your leg pain is something to worry about? Let's talk about the warning signs you should never ignore. Warning signs you should never ignore. Leg pain isn't just discomfort, it's your body's way of telling you something is wrong. Here are 2 major warning signs that could indicate a serious problem. Heavy checkmark pain after walking. This could be a sign of osteoarthritis. As cartilage in your joints wears down, movement becomes painful, and ignoring it can lead to stiffness and loss of mobility. Heavy checkmark nighttime leg cramps. Frequent cramps while sleeping could mean dehydration or an electrolyte imbalance, low magnesium, potassium, or calcium. If left unaddressed, it can lead to chronic muscle fatigue and circulation issues. Most people assume these pains are just aging, but the truth is, there are ways to reduce or even prevent them. So what should you do? Let's talk about simple steps to stop leg pain before it becomes a bigger problem. How to fix this problem? If you've been ignoring leg pain, it's time to take action before it gets worse. Here's what to do. Heavy checkmark track your pain. Keep a simple journal noting when the pain happens, how long it lasts, and what triggers it. This helps you spot patterns and catch problems early. Heavy checkmark do gentle stretches daily. Regular stretching can increase flexibility, reduce stiffness, and improve circulation. Even 5 minutes a day can make a big difference. Heavy checkmark massage your legs. Massaging helps relax tight muscles, reduce soreness, and improve blood flow. Try using a foam roller or gently rubbing your calves and thighs before bed. Heavy checkmark stay hydrated and eat a balanced diet. leg cramps can be a sign of dehydration or low electrolytes like magnesium and potassium. Drinking enough water and eating foods like bananas and spinach can help. Taking these steps now can prevent long-term damage and keep your legs strong and pain-free. And speaking of circulation, the next mistake could be silently reducing blood flow to your legs. Let's talk about it next. Bad habit number 4, sitting too much. The dangers of sitting too much. Sitting for long periods may seem harmless, but it's one of the fastest ways to weaken your legs and damage your circulation. Here's why. Heavy check mark slows down blood circulation. When you sit for hours, blood flow to your legs decreases, increasing the risk of swelling, varicose veins, and even dangerous blood clots, deep vein thrombosis (DVT). Heavy check mark weakens leg muscles. Your muscles only stay strong when they're used. Sitting too much causes muscle atrophy, making it harder to stand, walk, or balance properly. Heavy check mark reduces stability and coordination. Lack of movement leads to stiff joints and weaker reflexes, increasing the risk of falls and injuries. Most people don't realize that even if they exercise, sitting for hours afterward can erase those benefits. So, what's the solution? Let's talk about simple ways to keep your legs strong, even if you sit a lot. How to fix this problem? If you sit for long periods, your legs are slowly losing strength every day. But the good news is, you can reverse this damage with just a few simple habits. Here's what to do. Heavy check mark stand up every 30 to 60 minutes. Set a timer to remind yourself to stand, stretch, or walk around for at least 1 to 2 minutes to keep your circulation flowing. Heavy check mark do seated exercises. Even while sitting, you can keep your legs active. Leg extensions, slowly straighten one leg, hold for 5 seconds, then lower it down. Repeat 10 times per leg. Ankle circles, rotate your ankles clockwise and counterclockwise to improve flexibility and blood flow. Heel and toe raises, lift your heels, then your toes, to engage your calves and prevent stiffness. Heavy check mark use a footrest or elevate your legs. This improves circulation and reduces swelling after long periods of sitting. Making these small adjustments can prevent muscle loss, keep your legs strong, and protect you from circulation problems. But standing too much isn't good either. Let's find the right balance next. Bad habit number 5, standing too long. The dangers of standing too long. While sitting too much is bad, standing for long periods can also harm your legs, especially as you age. Here's why. Heavy check mark causes leg fatigue and pain. Standing too long overworks your muscles, leading to cramping, soreness, and stiffness in your legs and feet. Heavy check mark increases swelling and varicose veins. Blood can pool in your lower legs, causing swelling, discomfort, and enlarged veins that make movement even harder. Heavy check mark puts excessive pressure on your knees and feet. Your joints absorb the impact of standing, and over time, this can wear down cartilage, leading to knee pain, plantar fasciitis, and even arthritis. Many seniors think staying on my feet keeps me active, but too much standing without movement actually does more harm than good. So how do you find the right balance? Let's talk about simple ways to reduce the strain while keeping your legs strong. How to fix this problem? If you spend long hours standing, your legs are taking on unnecessary strain, but you can fix this with a few simple adjustments. Here's what to do. Heavy check mark use a footrest or small stool. Elevating one foot at a time while standing reduces strain on your knees, ankles, and lower back. Alternate feet every few minutes. Heavy check mark shift your weight frequently, avoid locking your knees. Instead, move from one foot to the other every few minutes to keep circulation flowing. Heavy check mark take sitting breaks. If you stand for long periods, sit down for a few minutes to relieve pressure and prevent swelling. Heavy check mark wear supportive shoes. Shoes with arch support and cushioning help absorb impact and reduce joint stress. Heavy check mark stretch your legs regularly. Gentle calf and hamstring stretches throughout the day prevent stiffness and improve blood flow. Finding the right balance between sitting, standing, and moving is key to keeping your legs healthy. But even if you find the right balance, there's another mistake that could be silently damaging your legs every day. Bad habit number 6, not stretching enough. Why not stretching makes your legs weaker? Skipping stretching might not seem like a big deal, but over time, it can seriously weaken your legs and increase your risk of falling. Here's why. Heavy checkmark causes stiff joints and reduced flexibility. As you age, your muscles naturally tighten. Without regular stretching, your joints lose range of motion, making everyday movements like standing, walking, and climbing stairs harder. Heavy checkmark reduces blood circulation. Stretching helps blood flow to your muscles, keeping them oxygenated and strong. Without it, muscle fatigue and cramps become more frequent. Heavy checkmark increases risk of falls. Tight muscles lead to poor balance and coordination. This means you're more likely to trip, misstep, or lose stability, especially when changing positions. Most people think I don't need to stretch if I'm not exercising, but the truth is, stretching is one of the easiest ways to prevent weakness and maintain mobility. So how do you stretch effectively to keep your legs strong? Let's go over 3 simple stretches that anyone can do at home. 3 simple stretches to keep your legs strong. If you want to keep your legs flexible, prevent stiffness, and improve circulation, these 3 easy exercises are a must. 1. Seated leg stretch. Stretch your thighs and improve flexibility. Heavy checkmark. Sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Heavy checkmark. Extend one leg straight in front of you, keeping your heel on the floor. Heavy checkmark. Lean forward slightly, reaching toward your toes until you feel a gentle stretch in your thigh and hamstring. Heavy checkmark. Hold for 15 to 20 seconds, then switch legs. Heavy checkmark. Repeat 3 times per leg. Why it works. This stretch keeps your thighs flexible, making it easier to stand up, walk, and climb stairs without stiffness. 2. Heel raises. Strengthen your calves and improve balance. Heavy checkmark. Stand with your feet hip-width apart. Hold onto a chair or countertop for support. Heavy checkmark. Slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising onto your toes. Heavy checkmark. Hold for 3 seconds, then slowly lower back down. Heavy checkmark. Repeat 10 to 15 times. Why it works. Strong calves improve balance and stability, reducing the risk of falls. 3. Ankle circles. Increase ankle mobility and blood flow. Heavy checkmark. Sit on a chair and lift one foot off the floor. Heavy checkmark. Slowly rotate your ankle in a circular motion, 10 times clockwise and 10 times counterclockwise. Heavy checkmark. Switch to the other foot. Why it works. Keeping your ankles flexible reduces stiffness and improves circulation, preventing swelling and discomfort. These simple stretches only take a few minutes a day, but they can make a huge difference in how strong and stable your legs feel. But stretching alone isn't enough. What you put into your body matters too. Are you drinking enough water? Let's talk about why hydration is critical next. Bad habit number 7, not drinking enough water. Why dehydration causes leg cramps? Many people think muscle cramps are just random, but one of the biggest causes is dehydration. Here's why not drinking enough water weakens your legs. Heavy checkmark triggers sudden muscle contractions. Your muscles need fluid and electrolytes, like potassium, magnesium, and sodium, to function properly. Without them, muscle fibers contract involuntarily, causing painful cramps. Heavy checkmark reduces blood circulation. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker and doesn't flow as easily to your legs. This means less oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles, making them feel tired and stiff. Heavy checkmark leads to pain, numbness, and tingling. Dehydration can cause nerve sensitivity, leading to that uncomfortable pins and needles feeling in your feet and legs. Most people don't realize they're dehydrated until they feel muscle cramps or fatigue. By then, your body is already suffering. So how much water should you drink, and what's the best way to stay hydrated? Let's go over simple hydration tips to keep your legs strong and cramp-free. How to fix this problem. If you want to prevent leg cramps, reduce stiffness, and keep your muscles strong, hydration is key. Here's what to do. Heavy checkmark. Drink at least 8 glasses of water daily. Your muscles need consistent hydration to function properly. If you often forget, set reminders or carry a water bottle throughout the day. Heavy checkmark. Eat foods rich in potassium and magnesium. These minerals help prevent cramps and support muscle function. Some great options include bananas, packed with potassium to regulate muscle contractions. Spinach and avocados, high in magnesium, which helps prevent muscle tightness. Nuts and seeds, a great source of essential electrolytes. Heavy checkmark. Limit caffeine and alcohol. Both can dehydrate your body, making cramps worse. Staying hydrated is one of the easiest ways to keep your legs pain-free and energized. But what's on your feet matters too. Your old socks and worn-out shoes could be secretly harming your legs every day. Let's talk about that next. Bad habit number 8, wearing old socks and shoes. Most people don't realize this, but the shoes and socks you wear daily have a huge impact on your leg health. If they're worn out or don't provide proper support, they could be making your legs weaker without you even noticing. When should you replace your shoes? Heavy checkmark shoes lose their support after 6 to 12 months, even if they look fine. The cushioning inside breaks down over time, leading to poor arch support, increased joint pain, and instability. Heavy checkmark check the soles. If they're unevenly worn out, too smooth, or tilted on one side, they're no longer providing proper balance and may be harming your knees and back. Heavy checkmark your feet feel more tired after walking. This is a sign that your shoes aren't absorbing shock properly anymore. When should you replace your socks? Heavy checkmark thin, worn-out socks provide no protection. They can lead to blisters, irritation, and cold feet, which reduces circulation. Heavy checkmark old socks can trap moisture. This creates the perfect environment for fungal infections like athlete's foot. Heavy checkmark tight socks can reduce blood flow. If you notice deep marks on your legs after wearing socks, they might be too tight and restricting circulation. Simple fixes to keep your feet and legs healthy. Heavy checkmark replace your shoes every 6 to 12 months if you wear them daily. Heavy checkmark choose socks made from moisture-wicking materials like cotton or bamboo to keep your feet dry. Heavy checkmark make sure your shoes provide good arch support, cushioning, and non-slip soles to prevent falls. But even if your shoes and socks are perfect, there's one more habit that could be silently weakening your legs. You need to check your legs every day. Let's talk about why this simple habit is so important next. Bad habit number 9, not checking your legs. Most people don't think about checking their legs daily until something goes wrong. But by the time pain, swelling, or numbness appears, the damage may already be serious. Why you should check your legs daily? Heavy checkmark detect circulation problems early. Swelling, cold feet, or changes in skin color could be warning signs of poor blood flow or even deep vein thrombosis, DVT. Heavy checkmark prevent unnoticed injuries. Many seniors, especially those with diabetes, may not feel small cuts or wounds. Left untreated, these can become infected and cause severe complications. Heavy checkmark catch muscle loss before it worsens. If your legs feel thinner or weaker, you could be losing muscle mass without realizing it. Heavy checkmark identify nerve damage. If you experience numbness, tingling, or burning sensations, it could indicate nerve issues or conditions like peripheral neuropathy. How to check your legs properly. Heavy checkmark look for swelling. Gently press on your legs. If the skin stays indented, it could be fluid buildup from poor circulation. Heavy checkmark check for color changes. Pale, bluish, or reddish skin can indicate blood flow problems. Heavy checkmark feel for temperature differences. One leg colder than the other may suggest circulation issues. Heavy checkmark inspect your feet and toenails. Look for cuts, bruises, infections, or fungal growth. Simple fix to keep your legs healthy. Heavy checkmark spend just 1 to 2 minutes each day checking your legs, ankles, and feet. Heavy checkmark if you notice any unusual changes, talk to a doctor early before it becomes a bigger problem. But even if your legs seem fine, there's one more critical mistake that could be secretly weakening them. Are you getting enough protein to maintain strong muscles? Let's find out in the next part.